trying to let you into the nitty-gritty of the whole thing so that you would know actually where to pick up from. Okay, so he went further to say that it is our token contribution to preserve the sanctity of our faith and the innocence of our children. He added that many theological schools in the country are substandard and their certificates are not recognized beyond the institutions that awarded them, yet they abound everywhere. So this bill will harmonize their operations and set a minimum standard that must be met before awarding certificates to their graduates. Okay, so the CAN stressed that the bill, when passed, will formalize Christian education as a course of study in tertiary institutions and accord recognition and validity to the certificates gotten from Bible and theological schools and other Christian institutions in the country. Okay, so the intervention put to rest the report that the bill seeks to regulate Christian or censor Christian preaching and preachers. To CAN, it was mischievous and malicious, spewed to cause disaffection among CAN, the sponsors of the bill, and the Christian community in Nigeria, and ultimately scuttle its noble agenda to have a voice on matters that concern the faith and calling. That's the explanation there given by the Christian Association of Nigeria. The bill actually is tagged an act to establish the National Council for Christian Education for the purpose of regulating and setting standard and for related matters. Yeah, I think it was that related matters that actually raised the eyebrow. Then it has already passed second reading, and of course it's actually going towards the final phase of the bill before it can be sent to the president for assent. So reacting to the issue, Estefanus Jiang, senator representing Plateau North, said wrongly practiced religion has bred extremism. That's actually his opinion. He stressed that that Nigerians don't have to suspect themselves across religious divides. Rather, we need to understand and respect ourselves, our peculiarity, and of course, reality. That was according to Jiang. Mind you, the sponsors of the bill has said that religion, as wrongly practiced, is what has bred extremism and hate. But rightly practiced religion can be a source of strength and national cohesion. This is where the place of a commission that would develop a curriculum for Christian education is very necessary. We also have Senator Moro, who is representing Benue South. He said that the bill is apt owing to the fact that some youths have been manipulated by extremist religious leaders. He has attributed part of the problem experienced in some parts of the country to inappropriate explanations of the Bible and the Quran. So after passing the bill through the second reading, that was the former Senate President referred to the bill. I'm talking about Ahmed Lawan, who referred to the bill to be to the Committee on Education and further legislative inputs. Of course, I say for some, the bill is obviously a way to gag the practice of Christian religion, contrary to the letters of the Constitution. Okay, and they also fear that Muslim-dominated parliament would not favor laws for coordination of Christian schools. That's actually according to those who are kicking against the bill, saying that it is a way to scuttle the practice of Christian religion. And of course, they are also afraid that the Muslims that dominated the parliament, I'm talking about the National Assembly, would not favor laws for coordination of Christian schools. The first and foremost, the secularity of the country, the Constitution, and other laws and policies in Nigeria generally protect religious freedom. Of course, Nigeria is a secular state. The Constitution mandates that the government shall not adopt any religion as state religion to avoid a situation where religious suppression is enthroned. Okay? So that's actually some of the things I needed to let you know before you start your reactions. Okay? So one further said that Christian education, which is today marked down for better reforms, has served as an advocate for funding and innovation in education, moral improvement, empowerment, social movement, and service delivery. In Nigeria, many universities are built by faith organizations, run by high-level discipline, unlike most government universities infested with cultism and corruption, among other vices. That's actually those who are trying to ensure that the bill does not see the light of the day, saying that it's a bid to scuttle the practice of Christian religion. In America and Europe, Christian dominations build universities to educate their clergy and, of course, lay followers. There are lots and lots of reactions, of course, and instances coming from this particular bill. And I'm asking what do you make of this particular bill. Hopefully, this bill and some of the sponsors are still in the 10th Assembly, and likely once it comes back or once the committee are done with their work, then the bill would be ready for the third reading, and that's actually the final reading before it will be sent to the executive for assent. And I'm asking, what do you make of this particular bill to regulate Christian preaching in Nigeria as it is ongoing in the National Assembly? That's actually what to be taking this morning on People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. So let me get your reactions on this. Don't forget the numbers to call have not changed. In case you're wondering which numbers to call, they've actually not changed. They are still 090 922 29922. Yes, 090 922 29922 or 091 226 77989. I'll take that again. 091 226 77989. Those are actually the numbers to call to be part of this program this morning. Yes, the bill to regulate Christian preaching in Nigeria and what you actually make of that. So let's get talking on this right here on People's Democracy. Yes, because it's a program that gives people the opportunity to air their views on any matter of public interest. Yes, this is a democratic country, and of course, any issue that concerns the people or certain members of the country, of course, should be voiced out for people to know and, of course, do the right thing. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Antonio Mary, a real litocrat from Nowhere.
All right, go on.
The bill, actually, as people have pointed out, is to step down Christian practices. If we count or cast some thoughts back, you see, when they say about change, we see what we have about it. In the Constitution, there is freedom of worship. Now, they are going against the Constitution themselves, and they are the same parliament. I suggest they think again about it.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. Of course, Nigeria is a secular state, and of course, people have the right to practice whatever religion they deem fit. I mean, people have freedom of worship, and of course, should do that anyway they deem fit, so long as they do not infringe on the rights of others. So, Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Ebenezer, a native of Amankopa, but I'm calling from nowhere. I completely align myself with the first caller and what you just said about the, right of, worship or freedom of worship, like, infringement on people's rights of worship. Now, it is not a welcome development because even sometimes, like the people that do not go to church, the pagans, I mean, people that worship idols, they were there was when they were, saying that they should be also be given a holiday, like that of the when our pilgrimage, or or that of Mecca, or that of the Muslims and Christians. And when we do have our holidays, they said they were saying that they should also be given their own holidays. I mean, the idol worshippers, you could see something like that, freedom of worship, So that is just that. They were like asking federal government that they should have their own holiday too. I mean, you could imagine such thing if the idol worshippers could even want that. Then tell me. So that is not it's not a welcome development. That's what is called freedom of worship in our constitution. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, but I also know that maybe what you mean by idol worshippers are the traditionalists. They also have their rights. It's a secular state, like I did say, and people have the right to worship any god they deem fit, so long as they do not infringe on the rights of others, meaning that they have to do that within the ambits of the law. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
So, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, how are you doing, sir? My name is Edson, calling from Akmakuma.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I quite support the bill of regulation towards Christian practice. I listened to you keenly. The bill never altered one not to worship as a Christian. The bill says the regulative practice of Christendom, says Christian education. If we should look at things, most of the times we treat issues in this country emotionally. The leaders we put them there to make the country better. And Nigeria, as you said, is a country that practices diverse religion. And it is not God that will come on earth down to the heaven, from heaven to the earth to regulate for us. If we should agree with ourselves, Christianity and Muslim and other practices, how we do it in Nigeria, has become a thing of problem to us in one way or the other, towards our national stability. Let's not argue things emotionally. The bill never said we don't have right to worship as a Christian. The bill says is to control the Christian practice. When a pastor, for example, will sit on the altar and instigate violent words to the members, you don't know who and who sees this emotionally. It should be controlled. I don't know if you understand.
Well,
the bill also tells you don't have right to extort from the members. That is what the bill is also saying. And the bill also nail it that the educational aspect, which is the offsprings of the oncoming Nigerians, should be seized by the mentality, knowing that religion has nothing to do towards your contribution to the national growth of the nation. This is our country. We should also understand some certain things and not taking things at times sentimental or at times towards the aspect of, yes, we are Christian, they are fighting us. No. God no go come do all these things for us. Now we go come do them. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution. I understand the fact that there are abuses, yes, not just on the Christendom, even among other religious organizations, there seems to be some kind of abuses, which of course should call for government intervention. But at the same time, you know that people also have the right to worship the way they deem fit. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. You're blessed this morning. This is Minister Pastor Ubunda Ensigu, the Human Spirit Developmental Optimist. I'm radiating from Obima Street in Ojo, Imo State, Nigeria. Indeed, it's a wonderful one. It's a wonderful one indeed. But what I am saying in regards to that, most of the bills that were posted, that is within the constituted activities of our nation as a secular nation, most of them have been hijacked, and that is why we are seeing this problem and that problem, these people demanding food and all that, like that of the ASU and the rest of them, and every one of it that has to do with our nation as a secular nation. Now, what do you say about those ones that have not been able to be done appropriately because they were hijacked? When a man is raised to handle it, things will come from the up, and we will begin to say why the removal of the subsidy came is because those that are supposed was able to hijack it and run it, messed it up, and this is coming for amendment. So I would rather say they should leave that one the way it is. A checkmating factor has been given in the constitution of our nation, given to the people how they will work. Let them not infringe. There are human rights and that is what they have been doing. Any other ones that is found that had gone wrong, they bring them and judge them from what is already word on ground. Instead of wanting to bring this, if you look at I wouldn't want to, cite, but some of the things we had, the way they are training in the Amadris and the rest of them. It's not something that is high. So I wouldn't want to go that side. But what I'm saying, let them leave it the way it is and control from the point of already constituted activity that have been given. That has been checkmating fine. Anybody that goes away from it, then the person will be called to order instead of getting that thing to be bottled and hijacked. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor. You've actually spoken like one. Okay, let's continue to get your ventilations on these. 0909222 29922 or 091 77989. The bill to regulate Christian preaching in Nigeria, at least having passed through second reading, is actually going to the third reading. It's at the committee stage currently, and of course once it's back to the floor of the Senate, it would pass through the third reading, and the next will be assent by the executive. And we're asking what you make of this, because it has actually sparked off reactions, and of course trying to generate some kind of concerns from the Christian community that there is an attempt to gag Christian preaching in Nigeria and of course the spread of the gospel. And we're asking what you make of this. Actually, the concern was raised that it was being sponsored by non-Christians, but the clarification made by CAN indicates that the bill was actually being sponsored, or let's say initiated, by some Christian representatives at the House of Representatives, and of course at the floor of the Senate. All right, we'll go on commercial break right now. The program continues.
We have 98.9 ways to keep you entertained. Other stations can keep the change. Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
This one where you come this early morning, so I even think say na flash when I see your call.
Hey, flash ke, I don't upgrade and this time na me go flex you. So make you ready.
Wait, no tell me say better thing don't land again.
Yes, so Zenith Better Life promo don't land again with season 3, and I just win 150,000 naira gift card.
That's right, yo. Zenith Bank, they give a wolf prize. We reach 150,000 naira each to 20 lucky customers every 2 weeks for the Zenith Better Life promo season 3. To qualify, just open Zenith Bank account and put money where reach 5,000 naira. Request and collect your Zenith Bank ATM card, whether physical or virtual. Then download and register for the Zenith mobile app or register for star 966 hash easy banking. This promo go run from June 1, 2023, go reach May 31, 2024, and it dey open to all Zenith Bank account holders, whether new or old. Terms and conditions dey. Zenith Bank. Now for your best interest.
Where there's a boss, there is a law. We've created the law for other stations to abide. The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
All right, you're welcome back. It's still People's Democracy right here on Boss Radio 98.9 FM. And I'm Eustace Okeredon. And this morning we are looking at the bill to regulate Christian preaching in Nigeria and what you make of it. That's actually the topic in case you're just joining us. And you can be part of this program via social media handles, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, all at Boss Radio 98.9 FM, or you call via the phone lines 090-922-29922 or 091-226-77989. I'll take that again, 090-922-29922 or 091-226-77989. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my presenter.
Good morning to you.
Yes, good morning. I'm graduating from the
All right, go ahead.
Yes, on the issue of the bill I'm talking about regulating religion in Nigeria, Christianity. I mean, issue of, this time around, also such bill should be handled carefully. Because we have Muslim all over the place, both House of Assembly, both National Assembly, both President, both Vice President. And already the rumor is that they plan to Islamize Nigeria. But I know it's not possible. What happened then probably will not happen there. Because we are even greater in number than the Muslims.
Okay.
We are about 56 million. They are about 40 million. Even if it's in terms of anything, we are not talking about war. But if there's any Armageddon in terms of war, we will subdue them. But then what we are saying is, such a bill is not supposed to be introduced at this point in time. Because we are seeing the people, the president of Nigeria is a Muslim, a core Muslim, the vice president. And the man that ruled Nigeria before he had his exit, Buhari, introduced a serious issue of religion into our Nigerian body politics. And
how sure are you on that? You don't make
yes, I'm sure. It can confirm with the statement of El-Rufai, where he said he has introduced a kind of Islamization in Kaduna, and then confirmed he orchestrated or somehow aided and abetted the killing of Christians in Kaduna. And he has not repeated it now, and he has not been arrested. So such bill, they don't need it now. Even if it's sponsored by Christians, they should let such bill go, so that they will not cause a religious problem in this country. And we are begging them. The country is sitting at the cake of gunpowder, based on administration of Muhammad Buhari, that organize this country on ethnic line, religious line, introduce what is called negative attitudes, policies. So I am pleading with the honorable members. They should forgo such bills now and concentrate on what we call security. We don't have security. We are suffering in this country. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much for your contribution, even though you tried to give us some kind of unconfirmed statistics. The population, I think the percentage of Muslims in Nigeria is around 53%, while that of Christians is standing at about 40-something%. Yeah. And of course, we have the traditionalists and all that having the fewer percentage there. So it's important you give us the right figures when you call. Good morning.
My presenter, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Zedi Katepo. I usually come from Owerri North. You see, the bill they presented in National House of Assembly to regulate Christian preaching and activities. I'm in support of it.
Okay.
One of the worst religion in this world that convince their member are Christian religion. Christian religion dealt with us, more especially the Igbo man. From understanding his lineage and how to practice his main religion to communicate with his God. And when you look at the Nigerian Constitution very well, I didn't go to school, but I took time and search Nigerian Constitution, 1999 Nigerian Constitution as amended.
Okay.
I didn't see anywhere they wrote Christian. I didn't see anywhere they wrote Jesus. I didn't see anywhere they wrote church. I didn't see anywhere they wrote pastor or Anglican bishop or Reverend Father. You can make the research as a journalist. I took time to go through that. Do you know what I said there? Islam, Sharia doctrines, Muslims, and Imam. Now let's come to our normal sense of reasoning. If you look at the way the Islamic group have been attacking different churches in the north, killing innocent people, Pope have never condemned it. The Christian community in Nigeria have never taken the matter up.
I think that's actually a general.
Let me prove it, my brother. Let me prove it. Tell me any day Pope have come up in Nigeria to condemn the attack in every Catholic church in the north.
All right. I think you.
I know you can cut me off, but you don't want to know the truth. No, wahala.
Just.
But
I think
is
important. Hello.
I support the Muslim doctrine of Islamizing Nigeria. That is the only way out. My name is Ujedi.
All right, thank you very much. There is no Islamization. You're just trying to hit up the whole situation. You should understand that the insecurity is targeted at every. It's a general thing. Both Christians and Muslims alike, everybody is actually bearing the brunt. So it's not targeted at any particular group. So that you get it right. Good morning.
Good morning. Durubo Ogweri Vincent calling from Ojuku Republic in Ubelomaka. Insecurity. Look at Omaka. Look at all my comments in the newspapers for the past 6 months. Security in Omaka and the police, especially the Omaka police, is worsening the situation. If you arrest a criminal and hand him over to the police, I'm talking with facts, I'm involved direct. The police will collect bribe from the criminal and let him go home. There was a young man killed in Omaka near police station there just last week. Four boys, children who escaped from insecurity in Agua, were kidnapped in Omaka. And in Omaka, we have a man who is a traditional ruler who says, in the presence of police, that is the one sponsoring kidnappers. His Royal Highness Ezepito on the back of Ubelomaka. Police allowed him to go. And I slapped him. Cut me off if you like, because you don't want to hear the truth.
Hello.
And the police is here to charge him to court for kidnapping somebody, an Agua man, not kidnap. What are you saying?
The point is, when you make some kind of allegations,
I'm not making an allegation. I'm saying what happened in police station. Like, was somebody not killed in Omaka last week? What are you people cutting off people when they want to say the truth? Have they charged that man? I mean, Obins invited him. Akelari invited him. He went and lied to them that the matter is in court, but he refused to charge him to court for kidnapping, which he admitted in the presence of Assistant Commissioner of Police. Then the police refused to charge him to court. Police doesn't collect bribe at all. Police are angel. But the matter is still hanging in D4 now. To CPSVK handle this matter, sweep it under the carpet because of whatever happened between him and the traditional court. Why if the council of executive, they are all part of the criminality, they are all thieves. Do what is calling from Belomaka. Thieves!
All right, thank you for your take, but a matter that is in court should not actually be brought to this kind of forum so that you don't kind of preempt judgment. It's already in court according to the information you reviewed. and the police is handling the situation. So I think what you need to do is to put up some petitions, maybe to the Inspector General of Police, and possibly copy the Police Service Commission, so that the appropriate authorities can actually look into the matter. All the same, I believe that the authorities have heard you and would definitely do the needful. All right, we'll take a few more calls and that'll be a wrap. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Eustace. My name is Steve Ozem. I am calling from Owerri.
All right, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, still on the topic we were discussing this morning. It's a very, very important topic to talk about. And I don't want people to be carried out. Sometimes when this type of bill comes, they may come from even people you call Christians to make it not look like a Muslim-sponsored bill. You get it? We are living in a very religious, hostile country. With the question we should ask ourselves, beyond what is being told or what they're showcasing as the content of the bill, they practice. I mean, when in terms of execution, how does it go? Do we have anything like National Center for Islamic Education to regulate Islamic practice in Nigeria? Do we have something like that? When you are talking about some people support it because of some of the abuses in the Christian practice, you ask yourself, most of these abuses, does the Constitution and the law of Nigeria not taking care of it already? If you talk about hate speech, there is law in Nigeria that when you spread hate speech, even through your preaching, you will be arrested and persecuted. If you kill in the name of the religion, there is law against murder in our constitution. You will be arrested and persecuted. So what I'm saying that this thing is a very controversial topic that people shouldn't support. These bills should not be supported because we know the country where we are living. You don't regulate Christian religion. If you regulate it, then there will be problem. I am telling you the truth. The Sharia that is in the constitution, if Nigeria is truly a secular state, Sharia shouldn't find itself in the Nigerian constitution. It means we are practicing dual, it's not totally a secular state. So when you now bring about a particular religion, you're regulating a particular religion. Why don't this bill generalize in terms of bill regulating religious practice in Nigeria? Then it will encompass every other religion. But when you say Christianity particularly, it means there is particular thing they are looking for. And when it comes up, believe you me, they will gag the Christian worship in Nigeria. That's my take this morning. Thank you very much.
Right.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much, and I think it's a wonderful one, if you ask me, because yes, talking about bill to regulate religious practice in Nigeria would be a very wonderful one, instead of limiting it to a particular religion, which can trigger some kind of your feelings and reactions. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother in the studio.
Good morning to you.
I remain Levanos Agowara. This morning I'm rejecting from my village. Amuzi, Amunashin Hohambiri. And let me talk about this issue very far.
You are the last caller for the program.
Okay, my brother, God bless you. The issue of Erufai should not bother us. He just says mine. Under this planet, under this earth, how can Nigeria, over 200 Nigerians, be converted to a Muslim? How can one turn Nigeria into a Muslim country? Is it possible? I wonder why that should be bothering us. He just said his mind so that people will hear his name and recognize him as a core or not Muslim. So that should not bother us, please. Let's leave the matter there. We are waiting. He just said his mind. And I want to assure all that his thoughts, it can never be possible. Don't say it's mine. Let's not bother us. That's my take this morning.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Thank you very much. And of course, it's a quick one. I appreciate you for that. Yeah, I think you've all done well in your contributions. And I understand the fact that, yeah, a lot of people are feeling aggrieved, maybe over the issue of insecurity and all that. And I believe that the appropriate authorities have taken notes of all your reactions and definitely would do the right thing, yes, so that everybody would have that sense of belonging and, of course, sense of security. And maybe going forward, we might have to bring in the police boss right here in Imo State to take some of the reactions pertaining to insecurity within the state and, of course, make us to understand the real situation instead of getting some comments here and there that may be unfounded because sometimes when people are reporting from their own angle, they tend to, overflog the issue and make it seem like seem bigger than what it actually is. So we need real and, of course, first-hand information on the way and manner things have actually been handled. So thank you very much for your contributions, and, of course, I appreciate you all. Up next is Morning Discourse. And my name is Eustace Okere, wishing you a lovely day ahead. Thank you.
Where there's a boss, there is a law. We've created the law for other stations to abide. The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind. Where there's a boss, there is a law. We've created the law for other stations to abide. The new Boss Radio, 98.9 FM. Radio for the boss mind.
Hey, what's going on, my people? My name's Il Bliss, Oga Boss, and you're listening to Boss Radio, 98.9 FM.
Welcome. Big shot. Hold up, wait. Peanut butter inside.